सद्धर्मरत्नस्य च निर्मलस्य बुद्धात्मजानां सगुणोदधीनाम् यावन्ति पुष्पाणि फलानि चैव भैषज्यजातानि च यानि सन्ति रत्नानि यावन्ति च सन्ति लोके जलानि च स्वच्छमनोरमाणि महीधरा रत्नमयास्तथान्ये वनप्रदेशाश्च विवेकरम्यः लताः सुपुष्पाभरणोज्ज्वलाश्च द्रुमाश्च ये सत्फलनम्रशाखः देवादिलोकेषु च गन्धधूपः कल्पद्रुमारत्नमयाश्च वृक्षः सरांसि चाम्भोरुहभूषणानि हंसस्वनात्यन्तमनोहराणि आकृष्टजातानि च सस्यजाता निन्यानि वा पूज्य विभूषणानि आकाशधातु प्रसरावधीनि सर्वाण्यपि मान्यपरिग्रहाणि आदाय बुद्ध्या मुनिपुङ्गवेभ्यो निर्यातयाम्येष सपुत्रकेभ्यः गृह्णन्तु तन्मे वरदीक्षिणीया महाकृपा माम् अनुकम्पमानः अपुण्यवान् अस्मि महादरिद्रः पूजार्थमन्यन्मम नास्ति किञ्चित् अतो ममार्थाय परार्थचित्ता गृह्णन्तु नाथ इदमात्मशक्त्या ददामि चात्मानमहं जिनेभ्यः सर्वेण सर्वं च तदात्मजेभ्यः परिग्रहं मे कुरुताग्रसत्वा युष्मासु दासत्वमुपैमि भक्त्या परिग्रहेणास्मि भवत्कृतेन निर्भीर्भवे सत्त्वहितं करोमि पूर्वं स पापं समतिक्रमामि नान्यत् च पापं प्रकरोमि भूयः रत्नोज्ज्वलस्तम्भमनोरमेषु मुक्तामयोद्भासि वितानकेषु स्वच्छोज्ज्वलस्फाटिककुट्टिमेषु सुगन्धिषु स्नानगृहेषु तेषु मनोज्ञगन्धोदकपुष्पपूर्णैः कुम्भैर्महारत्नमयैः अनेकैः स्नानं करोम्येष तथागतानां तदात्मजानां च सगीतिवाद्यम् प्रधूपितैर्धौतमलैः अतुल्यैर्वस्त्रैश्च तेषां तनुमुन्मृशामि ततः सुरक्तानि सुधूपितानि ददामि तेभ्यो वरचीवराणि दिव्यैर्मृदुश्लक्ष्णविचित्रशोभैर्वस्त्रैः अलङ्कारवरैश्च तैस्तैः समन्तभद्राजितमञ्जुघोष लोकेश्वरादीन् अपि मण्डयामि सर्वत्रिसाहस्रविसारिगन्धैर्गन्धोत्तमैस्तान् अनुलेपयामि सुतप्तसुन्मृष्टसुधौतहेम प्रभोज्ज्वलान् सर्वमुनीन्द्रकायान् मान्दारवेन्दीवरमल्लिकाद्यैः सर्वैः सुगन्धैः कुसुमैर्मनोज्ञैः अभ्यर्चयाम्यर्च्य तमान् मुनीन्द्रान् स्रग्भिः ससंस्थानमनोरमाभिः स्फीतस्फुरद्गन्धमनोरमैश्च तान् धूपमेघैरुपधूपयामि भोज्यैश्च खाद्यैर्विविधैश्च पेयैश्च तेभ्यो निवेद्यं स निवेदयामि रत्नप्रदीपांश्च निवेदयामि सुवर्णपद्मेषु निविष्टपङ्क्तिन् गन्धोपलिप्तेषु च कुट्टिमेषु किरामि पुष्पप्रकरान् मनोज्ञान् प्रलम्बमुक्ता मणिहारशोभा नाभास्वरान्तिं मुखमण्डनांस्तान् विमानमेघान् स्तुतिगीतरम्यान् मैत्रीमयेभ्योऽपि निवेदयामि.
All right, well, welcome everybody. We'll be getting started here in just a few minutes. Travis, I might have you turn me down just a fraction because it's just a little too low. Okay, I think that's fine. Always. That's right. Shock Jock. Rime in the mornings. On 108 RIME in Kansas City. All right, well, welcome. Good morning, everybody. I want to welcome you here to the Rime Center. I'm so happy that you're able to join us. Let's just take a couple minutes to be settled in our space, present to where we're at. To do that, we'll just take a couple deep breaths, holding it in just for a moment, then releasing the breath, letting go of any tension that we might be holding in our body and in our mind. Let's begin with our refuge vows. In the Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha, I go for refuge until enlightenment is reached. May my generosity and accumulations of merit bring benefit to all beings, and may all beings actualize perfect Buddhahood. In the Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha, I go for refuge until enlightenment is reached. May my generosity and accumulations of merit bring benefit to all beings, and may all beings actualize perfect Buddhahood. In the Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha, I go for refuge until enlightenment is reached. May my generosity and accumulations of merit bring benefit to all beings, and may all beings actualize perfect Buddhahood. For immeasurables, may all beings be endowed with happiness. May all beings be free from suffering. May all beings never be separated from happiness, and may all beings abide in equanimity, undisturbed by the eight worldly concerns. May all beings be endowed with happiness. May all beings be free from suffering. May all beings never be separated from happiness, and may all beings abide in equanimity, undisturbed by the eight worldly concerns. May all beings be endowed with happiness. May all beings be free from suffering. May all beings never be separated from happiness. Beings abide in equanimity, undisturbed by the eight worldly concerns. For as long as space endures, and for as long as living beings remain, until then may we too abide to dispel the misery of the world. So for this guided meditation, let's first find our posture, whatever that means for you in this moment. Perhaps it's sitting upright, or if you need to lean back. But allow your spine to find its natural, dignified curve, not rigid, but alive. And now, letting go of any effort to sit a certain way, allowing the seat and the earth to fully support you. Feel the weight of your body surrendering to gravity, held completely. And let your hands rest easily. And gently close your eyes or soften your gaze downward, letting the eyelids fall as you would at the end of a long day. A simple, kind closing. And bring your attention to the very base of your body, to the points of contact, the sit bones on the seat, the feet on the floor. Feel that solid connection, the stability beneath you. And you are here and you have arrived. And now turn your attention inward to the breath, not to control it, but to discover it. Notice where you feel it most easily. Perhaps at the nostrils, cool air entering, warmer air leaving. Perhaps at the chest or the belly, the gentle swell and release. And just find it. Follow one full cycle in and out. And again, breathing in, knowing you're breathing in, breathing out, knowing that you're breathing out. Let the breath be exactly as it is. Maybe it's deep. Maybe it's shallow. It doesn't matter. Your only task is to notice, to be the gentle witness of the simple rhythmic life. And now, in this settled space, I invite you to imagine a single small flame, a candle flame, steady and clear in the darkness. See it in your mind's eye. It's not bright or dazzling, but warm, persistent, glowing in the dark. Notice its qualities. It's luminous, it illuminates, it's warm, it radiates, it is steady, yet it moves and dances, it's alive. And now let that image go and instead begin to feel if you can sense those same qualities, not as an image out there, but as a felt sense and here in your own being, luminosity, and not as a visible light, but as the simple, clear, knowing quality of your own awareness right now. The fact that you're aware of this breath, aware of sounds, aware of sensations. And this aware space, like the candle, is naturally luminous, awake, and clear. The warmth not as a physical temperature, but as the gentle, allowing quality of the heart when it's not clenched. A soft, open presence that can hold whatever arises. The steadiness not as rigidity, but as the unchanging background of awareness itself, within which all things come and go. And the Buddha taught that the mind's nature is luminous like a clear sky, vast, open, inherently bright. Just take a moment to see if you can rest as that sky. Thoughts may appear like clouds passing through. Let them come, let them go. You are the sky, not the cloud. Emotions may stir like weather forming and dissolving, a chill of anxiety, warmth of peace, maybe a heavy cloud of memory. Notice the weather, but rest as the sky that holds it all. The sky is never disturbed by the storm. It's never stained by the cloud. And in this vast sky-like awareness, there's a radiant, quiet confidence. You're not building this light, you're recognizing it. It has always been here all along. And so simply rest. Rest as this luminous sky-like awareness, letting everything be exactly as it is. Thoughts, sensations, sounds. Let them all arise and pass within the vast, bright space that you are. Nothing to fix, nothing to add, nothing to remove. Only this effortless being. Now gently bring your attention back, feeling the breath again, the weight of the body on the seat, the contact of the feet on the floor. Carry this felt sense of inner luminosity with you, this innate capacity to be the clear sky for the weather of your life. And when you're ready at your own pace, you may gently open your eyes, bringing this quiet brightness with you into the room. Supplication to the Buddha, to the Blessed One, the One gone beyond, the fully awakened One, the great physician, the supreme teacher. You came to this earth through your own effort, and you obtained the awakened state, overcoming all suffering and distress. Through your great compassion, you showed us the path to liberation. You taught us the merit of compassion, wisdom, and equanimity. To you, the glorious teacher, I prostrate. Do not commit any non virtuous actions. Perform only perfect virtuous actions. Subdue your mind thoroughly. This is the teaching of the Blessed One. Through the merits of these thoughts, words, and actions, may we dedicate this for the benefit of all sentient beings. And like you, O Blessed One, may we and every being attain your supreme awakened state, free from the ocean of suffering. Lord of the Dharma, I prostrate to your omniscient being. Seven limb prayer. Reverently, I prostrate with my body, speech, and mind, and present clouds of every type of offering, actual and mentally transformed. I declare all my negative actions accumulated since beginningless time, and rejoice in the merits of all holy and ordinary beings. Please remain until samsara ends and turn the wheel of Dharma for sentient beings. I dedicate the merit created by myself and others to the great enlightenment. Mandal offering. This ground anointed with perfumes, strewn with flowers, adorned with Mount Meru, the four continents, the sun and the moon. I imagine this is a Buddha field and offer it. May all living beings enjoy this pure land. The objects of my attachment, aversion, and ignorance, friends, enemies, strangers, my body, wealth, and enjoyments. Without any sense of loss, I offer this collection. Please accept it with pleasure and bless me with the freedom from the three poisons. Idam Guru Ratnam Mandalakam Niyatayami. Supplication to Manjushri. Home homage to Manjushri, deity whose diamond speech cuts off all suffering, whose clear mind is the embodiment of insight wisdom. Manjushri, protector, free from evil and karmic stains. Your form is vast as the sky. Mind dwells in the one taste of suchness. Lord of wisdom, I prostrate to your omniscient being. Supplication to Maitreya. Om Lord Maitreya, benevolent one, golden son of the primordial, emperor of the northern paradise. Around you the stars and spheres course and turn. Within the span of your breath, countless worlds rise and fall. Deity of innumerable names, called or uncalled, you are always present. May the pure heaven of Tashita always arise before us. Supplication to Tara. Om Svatsti, long-eyed mother of the Lord of the triple world, mother who gives birth to all the Buddhas of the three times, performing all their functions by the strength of your compassion, by your knowledge of non-duality, by your unwavering power, mother of Maitreya, I pay homage to you. O Lady of great compassion, your smiling face, the delight of beings, your calming eye looks out over the triple world. You spread your seat upon a moon whose essence is the thought of enlightenment. You are adorned with the finest garments and many precious gems. Your gift bestowing right hand grants magical attainment to those who invoke you. Your left hand grasps a lotus flower, symbol of your stainless purity. Your two hands are the union of means and wisdom. Boundless body of union, I pay homage to you. Homage to Tara, whose lotus feet the gods and non-gods make worship. Homage to Tara, mother of all Buddhas who heralds freedom from limitations. Dedication of Tara meditation. By the meritorious energy of my meditation of Tara, the beyond samsara goddess, may all the limitless sentient beings be led by the energy of the enlightened ones until their Buddhahood is achieved. Supplication to Palden Lamo. Soul Mother, Lady victorious over the three worlds, please pay attention here and now. You overpower the whole apparent world, samsara and nirvana, by heroically guarding the Dharma and Dharma holders with the 4 types of actions, flashing light, lightning. You soar up openly like a full moon in the midst of a garland of powerful Dharma protectors. Powerful Daikini protector, I prostrate to your omniscient being. Supplication to Chenrezig. You whose white-colored body is unstained by faults, whose crown is adorned by a fully enlightened Buddha, who gaze upon migrants with eyes of compassion, to you, Chenrezig, I prostrate, liberating the beings of the 6 realms. Compelled by negative karma gathered from beginless times, sentient beings through the force of anger are born as hell beings and experience the suffering of heat and cold. May they all be born in your presence, perfect deity. Om Mani Padme Hum. Compelled by negative karma gathered from beginless times, sentient beings through the force of greed are born as hungry ghosts and experience the suffering of hunger and thirst. May they all be born in your perfect realm, the Patala. Om Mani Padme Hum. Compelled by negative karma gathered from beginless times, sentient beings through the force of confusion are born as animals and experience the suffering of dullness and bewilderment. May they all be born in your presence, protector. Om Mani Padme Hum. Compelled by negative karma gathered from beginless times, sentient beings through the force of desire are born as humans and experience the suffering of constant toil and poverty. May they all be born in the supreme pure land of Dewachan. Om Mani Padme Hum. Compelled by negative karma gathered from beginningless times, sentient beings through the force of jealousy are born as demigods and experience the suffering of fighting and quarreling. May they all be born in your realm, the Patala. Om Mani Padme Hum. Compelled by negative karma gathered from beginningless times, sentient beings through the force of pride are born as gods and experience the suffering of change and falling. May they all be born in your realm, the Patala. Om Mani Padme Hum.
Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum.
It's on the second meditation that we do Tonglen practice to alleviate the sufferings of others. There's so much suffering going on in the world right now with both man-made and natural disasters. There's a short explanation of how to do Tonglen in your service for those that need that explanation. Dedication of Chenrezig meditation. By this virtue may I quickly become Chenrezig and then lead every being without exception to that ground. Vajrasattva mantra. Om Benza Sato Samaya Mano Palaya Benza Sato Tino Patrida Trido Mebawa Suto Kayo Mebawa Subo Kayo Mebawa Anorakto Mebawa Sawasidi Me Prayatsa Sawa Karma Susame Sitam Shriyam Karuhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sawatata gata benza mame muza benzi bawa mahasamaya sato haum pet Om benza sato samaya mano palaya benza sato tino patrida trido mebawa suto kayo mebawa subo kayo mebawa Anorakto me bawa sawasidi me prayata sawakama susame sitam shriyam kuruhum ha 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 ho bhagawan sawatata gata benza mame munza benzi bawa mahasamaya sato ha hum bet Om benza sato samaya mano palaya benza sato tino patrida trido mebawa suto kayo mebawa supo kayo mebawa anorakto mebawa sarwasidi me prayata sarwa karma susame sitam shriyam karuhum ha 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 ho bhagawan Sarwatata gata benza mame munza benzi bawa mahasamaya sato haumbet.
Om Vajra Sapa 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 Om Vajra Sapa.
And so it's on this final meditation that we do shamatha or insight meditation practice. All right. Hello. Welcome, everybody. I want to welcome you back to the Rime Center. If this is anyone's first time, could you just raise your hand? I want to make sure I say hi. I think I recognize most everybody's faces. Whether you're exploring the Dharma or if you're looking for a spiritual home, I hope that you consider the Rime Center as part of your journey. I want to give a heartfelt thank you to our impromptu greeter, Donna, for doing such a great job. Whether you realized it or not, she probably said hello to you when you came in the shrine room and offered you a Sunday service. So thank you, Donna, for doing that. I also want to thank our Daikini group member, Alex, for bringing in some baked goods for our sale. Zucchini bread and cookies. I mean, we're getting spoiled up in here. So thank you all. Again, the bake sale happens every Sunday morning before the service, and there's coffee, tea, baked goods, but everything all the proceeds go to benefit the Bodhicitta Foundation, which is supporting ex-untouchable Indian Buddhist women and children in central India. So glad to say that we raised $205 last month with the bake sale. So thank you all so much. I also want to invite you all to stop by our gift shop today after the service for the new Tonkas. We also have these 2026 Tibetan calendars. So if you're interested in picking one of those up, I think we still have a few left. Had another announcement. Let me pull it up here. It's not on my sheets, but it is about the statues. Yes. So I'm inviting you all to join us for a special statue silent auction supporting the Remade Temple Fund. Each of these sacred statues carries inspiration for practice, compassion, and wisdom while helping sustain our spiritual home. And so these are both Medicine Buddha statues. And the way it works is we have these sheets up here for the silent auction. There's a minimum bid start up here, so it's $200 for the small one and $400 for the larger one. And again, the way it works is you would just put your name down. For the first bid, you would put your name down, and then somebody else can come behind and then increase that bid up. So we'll give it a couple of weeks to run. I think it would be great to maybe announce the winner during our Bodhisattva Challenge kickoff party, which will be January 4th during the Sunday service. So that should give everybody a couple of weeks to come up and take a bid if they want. Also wanted to mention that the Daikini group is looking for gently used coats, hats, and gloves for donation. They're going to be collecting throughout December. So if you're cleaning out your closet and you have an old coat that's still in good condition that you'd like to donate, please do. Also, thank you all for dropping off some donations for the Bodhi bags. The gray containers have Bodhi bags to go out. They're gallon Ziploc bags that have food items in there. So you just put it in your car. Don't throw it in your car, but put it in your car. And then if you see someone on the street in need, you can give them the bag. We are looking for some more donations. We had a generous donation this morning, so thank you. But we're looking for vegetable items and protein items specifically, I was told. So if you happen to be at the grocery store and you want to pick up some of those items, they do need to be in self-opening containers. So if it's like a can of vegetables, it needs to have the pop top. All right, a couple of other announcements I want to mention. The Rime Center will be closed the next 2 Wednesdays. So that's December 24th and December 31st. I assume you probably will not want to be here. You are probably going to be with family. So we'll be closed. And then our Wednesday service will pick up Wednesday, January 7th for our Bodhisattva Challenge. I do want to invite everyone to the 40th annual World Peace Meditation. It's going to be hosted at the Temple Buddha Center or Unity Temple on the Plaza in the Charles Fillmore Chapel. This event is free and starts at 6 o'clock, but we invite people to show up about 5:30 so you can make sure you get a seat. It's going to feature interfaith prayers, the International Peace Light. There'll be communal meditation, and the Bodhisattva Award is going to be given to the Kansas City Defenders, and the keynote is by Rabbi Michael Zedek. So I invite you all to join us. I know it's bright and early at 6 o'clock in the morning, but it is such a wonderful event to usher in peace for the new year. I also have a couple other events. Our next half-day meditation retreat will be Saturday, January 3rd. This is our half-day Green Tara retreat from 9 a.m. till noon. It's going to be in person here at the Rime Center, also online, I believe. And in this practice, we cultivate courage, compassion, and clarity through chanting, meditation, and mantra. And all levels are welcome. If you've never been on a half-day retreat, feel free to join us. The next Sutra Study Sunday is January 4th. That will be part of our Bodhisattva Challenge kickoff party, but it's going to be at 12:30. And next year, 2026, we're actually studying one sutra and one sutra only. It's the Vimalakirti Sutra. And so we will be reviewing chapter 1. And this profound text opens with the Buddha teaching that purifying Buddha fields begin with transforming our own minds through the cultivation of compassion, wisdom, and diligent practice. So come explore these powerful teachings with us. And finally, I've alluded to it. What? Oh, and we have the Daikini meeting. We have too much stuff going on the first Sundays of the first weekend. I mean, it's busy, busy, busy. Also, I've mentioned it a couple times, but begin the new year intentionally with our 108-day Bodhisattva Challenge and Lojong practice journey for all practitioners. The kickoff party will be this Sunday, January 4th, and then we will have the class on Wednesdays from 7:45 to 9, and every Sunday will be a themed talk related to that challenge, that Bodhisattva Challenge. But for 30 years, the Rime Buddhist Center has been a Kansas City sanctuary offering compassion, wisdom, and community. And to meet the growing needs and to ensure the Dharma continues, we're launching our $30,000 fundraising effort for our 2026 building fund. Every offering supports the next chapter of our shared home. Also, Vicky, who is our treasurer, has also asked for those of you who are doing the Jindoc to consider increasing your Jindoc by 20%. So if you give $10 a month, to just give an extra $2. But this allows us to ensure that as we go into this building campaign, that we're able to continue to pay our bills and things like that. I will mention, and maybe I can mention it to the Sangha, but we're in talks with a contractor right now. So the building plans have pretty much been approved. They're up on the board in the hall there. And so now we're in talks with contractors, and hopefully, fingers crossed, here in the next week or so, we'll sign our contract and then start. They'll have to get all the building permits, but then the construction will start on our building. So once we know more details, we'll share it with our Sangha and kind of have a timeline of when we can be in the building, when we can't be in the building. I will say we did kind of in these preliminary talks talk about engaging the Sangha as part of kind of renovating the shrine room. And I think an easy project for us to do is painting the shrine room. So if you have painting experience and things like this, those will probably be more in the springtime. But we're also looking for artists to maybe do some detailed painting. So if you have that background, definitely talk to us. But if the Rime Buddhist Center has touched your life or inspired your practice, we invite you to join us to build the next chapter of our shared home. All right. I'm embarrassed, but I want to share a poem with you. I've been inspired by Tasha. She writes these amazing poems, and I want to share one that I came up with. It's on the winter solstice. So today is the winter solstice. It kind of is also inspired by my Dharma talk. So the poem is called Winter Solstice, and it goes, "The longest night arrives quietly, holding a promise it does not announce. The sun is not gone. It waits behind cloud and cold, steady in its orbit, faithful to return. The mind, too, does not lose its clarity when life grows heavy. It is simply obscured like light behind a stormy sky, present, unseen. The mind's clear light, never broken, never dimmed, and yet worry thickens the clouds. Fear shortens the days. We forget the warmth that has never left. Rigpa does not need discovery. Alaya does not lose its depth. The sun does not argue with clouds. In stillness, the mind is set gently down. When striving loosens its grip, the light begins to show itself again. Not all at once, a minute more each day, a subtle warming at the edge of seeing. Not as attainment, but as recognition. The solstice teaches this. Nothing must be forced. Nothing essential is lost. And so we wait, trusting the light to lengthen itself through the simple courage of rest. Wow, come on now. It's not that great. That's true. Well, we gather at this poignant time in this cycle of the year, the sun at its lowest arc, the nights are long, the days are short and often gray. There's a natural collective turning inward. And in this quiet, seeming darkness, many traditions do a beautiful, instinctive thing. What do you think that is? They light lights. They light candles of Advent, kindling one more each week against the growing dark. They light a Christmas candle in the window, symbolizing welcome, hope, and safety. They light the 8 candles of the Hanukkah menorah, a miracle of resilience. They light lamps for Diwali, celebrating the victory of light over ignorance. And they light the Yule log, the warming the hearth against the cold. But why? Why is this impulse so universal? Because I think something in us knows, even when the outer night is deepest, we remember, or we yearn to remember, the light is not only outside, it is also within. And not as a metaphor, as the fundamental truth of what we are. And so today I wanted to explore that truth not as a pleasant idea, but as the very ground of our being, revealed in one of the Buddha's most profound teachings, the Treatise on Buddha Essence, or the Uttara Tantra Shastra. But first, let's be honest about the darkness. It isn't just outside. It's the stress that tightens our shoulders as the to-do list grows. It's the pang of loneliness that can pierce the brightest holiday gathering. It's the memory of a loved one no longer in the chair beside us. It's the low-grade anxiety about the future for our families, our world, and ourselves. The Buddha named this pervasive feeling dukkha, the sense that things are off-kilter, unreliable, tinged with unease. And our first, most human reflex is to look for light out there. We string up lights, we buy presents, we fill our calendars. We are understandably seeking comfort, seeking a beacon. But the Dharma, in its great compassion, invites us to pause and to ask a deeper, more liberating question. Is the light we're seeking merely a temporary comfort held against the dark? Or could it be a reflection of something that is itself unborn, undying, and radiant? Something not just in us, but as the very essence of what we are. The Buddha pointed us inward. In the Angulimala Sutta, he says, the mind's nature is luminous, but defiled by adventitious stains, end quote. That's one of my favorite words, adventitious. It means coming from the outside, incidental, temporary, like dust on a mirror, like clouds in the sky, like mud on gold. The teaching is not that we are broken, flawed beings who need to be fixed. The teaching is that we are whole, that we have forgotten. We are clean, but covered. We are awake, but sleeping. Our practice then is not a desperate construction project to build a light. It's a gentle, confident remembering of the light that has never gone out. The truth of our luminous nature isn't a later esoteric idea. It is the consistent heart of the Dharma, revealed in stages, like the sun gradually burning through the morning fog. It begins with the Buddha's own words in the earliest teachings in the Pali Canon. And the Prabhasara Sutta, the Buddha states directly, luminous monks is the mind, and it is freed from incoming defilements, end quote. Prabhasara Sita, the luminous mind, and I apologize if my Pali is terrible, but the luminous mind, sometimes also translated as the radiant mind. And so let's unpack this because it's the seed of everything we're going to explore today. Luminous, that's its nature, innate, radiant, clear, free from the incoming defilements. And the defilements are our greed, hatred, anxiety, and they're described as incoming. They're visitors. They come from the outside like dust on the mirror. They're not the nature of the mind itself. They come and they go. And the brightness is not something we achieve, it's what we are before the dust settles. Now, the Mahayana tradition, with great compassion, took this profound seed and allowed it to fully blossom. It asked, if mind's nature is luminous and free, what is the full implication of that? And the answer is this majestic doctrine of Buddha nature, Tathagata Garbha. And it's a definitive map is the Uttara Tantra Shastra, the treatise on Buddha essence. The Uttara Tantra doesn't contradict the Buddha's early words. It unveils their ultimate meaning. It says this luminous nature isn't just a quality of a clean mind, it's the very essence of all beings, inseparable from the awakened mind of the Buddha. So listen to this from verse 27 of the root text, the Uttara Tantra Shastra. The Buddha essence is ever present in everyone because the Dharmakaya of perfect Buddhahood pervades all. The suchness is without differences, end quote. The Buddha's early teaching said the mind is luminous, and the Uttara Tantra explains why. Because the very essence of enlightenment, Dharmakaya, pervades all of reality. The suchness of confused moment is the suchness of the Buddha's wisdom, and they are not two separate things. But how can that be? If I look at my busy mind, I see anything but a Buddha. Here, the Uttara Tantra gives us a genius analogy extending the Buddha's logic. The Buddha says defilements are incoming. The Uttara Tantra says our essence is like gold buried in mud. For centuries, gold can lie in the earth, covered. The precious gold remains pure, unchanging. The mud is real, but incidental. It doesn't become gold. When washed, the gold is revealed. It didn't become gold. It was always gold. The Karmapa Rangjung Dorje's treatise on Buddha nature connects it directly back to the core insight by quoting the Hivajra Tantra. Sentient beings are Buddhas indeed. However, they are obscured by adventitious stains. If these are removed, they are Buddhas, end quote. Adventitious stains. Love it. That's the incoming defilements of the Pali Sutta, now seen in their ultimate context. Our stress, our fear, they are the mud. They are the dust. Real on the surface, but they do not and cannot alter the fundamental luminosity beneath. And this leads to the most radical relieving instruction of the Uttara Tantra. In verse 154, it gives it to us. There is nothing whatsoever to be removed from this, nor the slightest thing thereon to add. Truly beholding the true nature, when truly seen, complete liberation, end quote. So let that land. The Buddha said, the mind is luminous and defilements are incoming. The Uttara Tantra concludes, therefore, there is nothing to remove, nothing to add. Our job is not to create light, but to recognize the light that is never, for a single moment, been obscured. So how do we relate this in our daily life? How do we move from the profound idea of Buddha essence to the felt experience of it when the mud feels so thick? We need a map. And the Dharma gives us two of the most beautiful practical maps that we could ask for. A classic and perfect analogy is the nature of mind is like the sky, vast, clear, open, inherently luminous. Our thoughts and emotions are like the weather, the sunshine, clouds, storm, and mist. The weather changes constantly. The sky holds it all, but is never changed by it. A storm does not damage the sky. A fog does not become part of the sky. You are not the passing storm of anxiety. You are the sky that knows the storm. You are not the heavy cloud of grief. You are the space that allows the cloud. This isn't poetic avoidance. It's practical wisdom. We don't need to deny the weather. We learn to relate it. We learn to relate to it from the stability of the sky. And the Uttara Tantra gives us the ultimate logic for the trust of, it says in verses 53 and 54, just as space has never been consumed by fire, likewise, this is never consumed by the fires of aging, sickness, and death. Just as the universe arises and disintegrates in space, likewise do the senses arise and disintegrate in the uncreated space, end quote. Your worries are the fire. Your true nature is the space. And the fire cannot burn space. All of your experiences, pleasant, painful, neutral, arise and dissolve within the awareness of space, like the universe forming and vanishing in the sky, leaving the sky untouched. Another beautiful analogy is from the Uttara Tantra is that her essence is like gold buried in that mud. Gold does not become less gold because it's covered in dirt. And for centuries, it lies in the earth, unchanged, unstained, still perfectly precious gold. And when the mud is washed away, the gold's revealed. It didn't become gold, it was always gold. And our true nature is like that. The mud of our stress, our fear, our old stories. It's real on the surface, but it's incidental. It does not and cannot touch the gold beneath. It cannot alter your fundamental purity and your worth. The Tara Tantra in verse 30 confirms this. Like the purity of jewel, space, or water, it is always undefiled in essence, end quote. And this is why we can find the same radiant truth in the Gold Sutra, which instructs us. The mind of awakening should be viewed as being in nature like gold. Just as gold is pure by nature, so the mind of awakening is pure by nature. Just as a smith shapes gold into a multiplicity of forms, yet the nature of gold does not change. Although the mind of awakening may appear to have a variety of unique attributes, ultimately these never waver from the mind of awakening. Therefore, its nature does not change, end quote. This is the final beautiful seal of the analogy. Our awakened nature. This is bodhicitta is like gold, pure by nature. Life may shape us into countless forms. Parent, worker, friend, stranger, joyful, grieving, confident, afraid. But the fundamental nature of the gold of our mind does not change. It never wavers. These two maps work together. The sky weather map tells you how to relate to your experiences right now. Identify with the sky, not the cloud. The gold mode map tells you why you can do that with confidence, because your core is unalterably pure, no matter how long it's been covered. And one is for practice of seeing, the other is for the confidence to keep practicing. When we touch this truth, even for a moment, something beautiful and inevitable happens. The inner light has two qualities. It illuminates, that's the wisdom, and it warms, the compassion. And they are one reality. Wisdom sees clearly. This thought is not me. This feeling is passing. This too is empty appearance. And compassion is the natural warmth that flows when we are not separate. It's what the heart does when it's not constricted by fear. The Uttara Tantra describes the bodhisattva who realizes this in verse 39. Those of compassionate love have, through prajna, completely severed all self-cherishing. Hence, by reliance upon these means to enlightenment, i.e., wisdom and compassion, the deeply realized abide neither in samsara nor the quiescence of a personal nirvana. End quote. True realization doesn't abandon the world for a private bliss. It engages the world with limitless warmth because it sees the same luminous essence in all beings, hidden beneath their own incidental mud. So when we connect to our inner light, we're not doing navel gazing. We are charging the battery of our own capacity to be a true benefit in a hurting world. So how do we remember the light when we're stuck in traffic, when we're facing a difficult conversation, or when we're lying awake at 3 a.m.? Here's 3 lamps you can practice. First is the lamp of pausing as the sky. When a wave of holiday stress hits, a sharp word, a flood of overwhelm, just pause. Don't follow the thought. Feel the sensation in the body. Is it tightness? Heat? Remember, that's the weather. And now gently shift your attention to the space around the sensation, to the awareness that knows the tightness. Feel that open sky-like quality. And just rest as the sky for 3 breaths. The weather's still there, but you're abiding in what holds it. This is the practice of wisdom. The second is the lamp of outer reminders. This season is filled with literal lights, and let everyone be a mindfulness bell. When you see a candle, a string of lights, a star, pause internally and ask softly, can I feel the inner light that is aware of this seeing? You're not looking for a mystical flash. You're just noticing the awake, luminous quality of your own mind. It's seeing the gold, not the mud. And the third is the lamp of compassionate recognition. When someone is difficult, a rude stranger, a frustrating relative, instead of reacting from irritation, try this micro shift. Silently acknowledge, just like me, they have a luminous nature beneath their stains. Just like me, they are in pain. You don't have to approve of their behavior. You are recognizing their Buddha essence. And this turns judgment and connection. This is the practice of compassion, and it is a direct expression of your own realized nature. So, as we return to the world of light and shadow, let's carry this knowing. The practice I've shared are not chores, but invitations to come home. And remember, even on the longest night, the sun has already reached its southernmost point and has begun its return. The light is already increasing. And your inner light, according to the Uttara Tantra, it's never for a single instant departed, and it cannot depart. It is your nature. And as we close, I just want to share a short prayer. May this recognition of our luminous essence ripen in each of us. May it dispel our personal darkness, and may it become a source of fearless wisdom and boundless compassion for all the beings we meet. May we become lamps for each other in the long night of this world. May you carry this compassion as your warmth, wisdom as your light, and the unshakable joy of knowing as your true nature. And I hope that this talk has been beneficial. Long life supplication for His Holiness the Dalai Lama. In the land encircled by snow mountains, you're the source of all happiness and good. All powerful Chenrezig Tenzin Gyatso, please remain until samsara ends. A flower of faith and praise of Lama Chuck and Mary. Lama of great compassion, with kindness to all, you firmly established the Rime tradition through skillful means and wisdom. Mary Tenzin Dawa, who is the embodiment of all the Daikinis with the sun of wisdom and the moon of compassion, you bring love and joy to everyone you meet. Inspired by your example, I vow to cultivate compassion and wisdom from this moment forward in all my future lives. I will strive to embody the Buddha's teachings in every thought, word, and deed. In dedication of merit. By this merit, may I obtain omniscience, may I defeat enemy wrongdoing, From the stormy waves of birth, old age, sickness, and death, from the ocean of samsara, may I free all beings. By this merit, may all obtain omniscience, may it defeat the enemy wrongdoing. From the stormy waves of birth, old age, sickness, and death, from the samsara, may I free all beings. By this merit, may all obtain omniscience, may it defeat the enemy wrongdoing. From the stormy waves of birth, old age, sickness, and death, from the ocean of samsara, may I free all beings. In our aspiration prayers, bodhicitta is precious, may it arise in whom it is not arisen. Once arisen, may it not diminish, but ever grow and flourish. All difficulties without exception being pacified with harmonious situations like the treasure of the sky. May the teachings and practice of the Rime tradition live long and shine brightly. And with that, we are concluded. So thank you all for joining us. There's still some delicious snacks to grab before you head out. And then also feel free to stop by and take a look at our silent auction for the statues. Okay.